Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our live Unleashed unboxing. This one is going to be the Michelle Pfeiffer J&D Studios 1/3 scale piece. This is really exciting. This is one that I have been waiting for a while now, and she is right here up on the desk. I want to welcome everybody to a live show. It's always nice to have you guys join me, and just thank you for taking the time out of your day to hang out with me as I unbox another piece to add to the collection. A lot of you guys know that I've got the Blitzway 1/3 scale piece from Prime One Studio and Blitzway, and I'm very happy with that one. Of course, this one came around, and I'm like, okay, I don't really need this one, but then I heard that they were going to do a Danny DeVito Penguin and probably a Michael Keaton Batman, hopefully a return suit. So anyway, I am very excited to add this one to the collection. I like that they're all similar bases. I've also got the Anne Hathaway Catwoman from J&D, the Batman back there, Dark Knight. I'm getting Bane. I've got the Robert Pattinson one back here. And so I'm kind of slowly whittling my way into being a J&D collector for sure. So this is number 4 for me. I've got 5 purchased total. So yeah, I've come a long way in a short amount of time. So anyway, welcome to the show. Hope everybody's doing great. I want to welcome you, and let's see who we have here. Got to give a big shout out to this guy right here, Everyday Collector. Happy Tuesday. Congrats. Nice addition to the Bat Bunker. So if you haven't followed Jonathan's channel, he got this one in maybe a month ago. I can't remember. And his was horrendous. He had all kinds of issues with his. He reached out to J&D, and J&D said, hey, we're going to send you a replacement. He got the replacement, and it still had issues on the base. So I am a little bit nervous about this particular thing, and this is one reason I'm nervous right here. Let me show you. So this was the box that I got in from, I believe, FedEx. I got a call from my wife. She said, yeah, this box is pretty trashed. I'm like, okay, great. I'm a little bit nervous about that. I was already nervous to begin with, but basically what I'm assuming here happened is this is customs. That means customs, took apart the box and inspected this thing. Inside of this box, there is no J&D box. This is just a plain brown box. And inside of the plain brown box was bubble wrap, like the thicker bubble wrap around the outside, just kind of put in the sides, and then the black box. So there's no J&D shipper. Okay. So this is the condition of the box. This right here looks to be okay. This is just the upper part of it. There doesn't seem to be any damage to that. Thank God. But yeah, this is the way that I received the box. Okay, so that is the way I received the box. Knight says hello and congrats. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here. I like the red balloon. That was a nice touch. The humble Bat Collector UK says hi, Chris. Looking forward to the show from the UK. Hope everything's going great overseas. Ronaldo Rodriguez, Brotherhood member. If you would like to become a member and have little cool icons like that and support the channel, please consider hitting the join button down there. Or if you want to take it one step further, this also helps support the channel and keeps the channel going more than you guys will ever know. So thank you guys for your support. And thank you very much for the congratulations. I appreciate that, Ronaldo. We got the Ben Cave here. Good luck, Chris. At the very least, it'll be some good content. Yeah, I was going to say, if it turns out to be a major train wreck, again, like this is going to become a theme. Me and Jonathan will be tag team partners, and we'll just tag in and out, back and forth, apparently. We got Statue ASMR. Keen to see how this one turns out. Me too. I'm a little nervous. But thanks again for joining me tonight, guys. We got Jeff Houghton in the house, another Brotherhood member. Thank you for your support. Let's hope it's a good one. Yeah, fingers crossed for sure. Mine's got its issues too. Okay, so watching, what was yours? I've heard, obviously, like Jonathan had a lot of like paint issues. Like his was obviously put in wet, or it was some sort of humidity problem with the warehouse or whatever. Who knows? But anyway, that was his issue. I've seen some collectors that have like damaged hands with all the claws, which I'm assuming are plastic, but we'll see. Standard Brick says, good look. Thank you very much. I'm assuming you were saying good Lord about the box. Again, if you're just joining me, I was showing everybody this. This is the way I received the box, which again is just crazy that they would leave it this way. Obviously, it did its job, though. It protected the statue, but it didn't give me a J&D box. They must have trashed that box for whatever reason. So, yippee. We got Carrix. I don't know how to say that name, but anyway, good. Looking forward to this one. I don't want to brutalize your name there. Ronaldo says, looking at the box alone would have had me biting my nails. You notice I don't have any. They're bitten down to the core. I hope everyone is in perfect condition. Everything is in perfect condition. Me too. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Ledge Limited Collectible says, what's happening, boys? It's not too late. I'll buy that from you before you open. Well, well, I was going to say, if it's broken, no, I'm going to say this one, hopefully I'm going to be able to have a chance to keep. You did not order the Salina Kyle J&D 2. No, actually it was, I think one of the people that kind of convinced me just to get the singular was actual Samuel at Virtual Devil. He had reached out and I was kind of going back and forth. All of my statues are the singular versions. And so, he thought this would be the perfect version to get. He got one himself. He got it months ago. So congratulations to him and congratulations to anybody that gets these because they are quite pricey. But that's why I didn't order the Salina Kyle. I really liked it, but I'm kind of glad I just got the singular, I think. Of course, I'll probably... Oh, sorry, it's been a long day. I will probably, regret it in like a week, and then I'll probably try to find one. Or, you know how I am here on this channel. Congrats, Chris. J&D will help if there's any issues, bud. No worries. Okay, that's good to hear. Hopefully this one's in good condition, Chris. J&D has been slipping on the piece. Disappointing for the price tag. Yeah, I mean, for the price, these should be pretty darn perfect. Broken arm, nail, and and leg. Oh my God. Yikes. I'm really nervous now because, again, this is my box. This is how I received it. That looks pretty good. Making me nervous, guys. Superhero 316, congratulations, Chris. Glad you got yours fast. Still waiting on shipping notification, hopefully soon. Did you order directly from J&D? I did. I'm curious if you did as well. No, I didn't order the Salina Kyle. I really did like it, but at the end of the day, I just decided to get the singular because that way it matches all the other ones because I'm going to have a Batman, Penguin, Catwoman. I didn't really need to have an extra Catwoman. Did you order this directly from J&D or Spec? I ordered this one directly from J&D. Yes. So that's the thing is clearly this was inspected by Customs. Customs evidently threw away my J&D box. And this is what I received. Bubble wrap around the outside edge. So J&D Studios, if you're watching and want to send me a J&D Studios box, that would be awesome. Especially if I have any breakage. So maybe, I'm hoping I don't. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, back to the comments and then we'll get started here. Good luck, Chris, with this. I have double fingers crossed. Can you do like multiple? Can you do like all of them like this? We'll see. Good luck and hope you love this. We got Lewis. How are you? Doing great. Lewis, how about yourself? Yeah, the singular is all you need. Again, I did like that particular version, but at the end of the day, I think I'm going to be real happy with this one. I ordered from Spec. Okay, so you'll have a little bit of a wait, but Todd will take care of you. If you don't mind, what was the total for this piece considering ordering it myself? I have no idea. Let me go. Let me refer to my J&D website. I'm going to go to my account and see how much I spent on this thing because I don't remember. Okay, so this one was $1,999 plus $269 shipping. So all in $2,268. Okay, so $1,999 for this one plus the 200 and whatever. So this is right. This is right here. What gets you $260 in shipping? This is what you get apparently. So again, I'm not going to blame J&D on this one. I think it's Customs or something. I don't know. They just damaged my box clearly. Thank you very much. Uncarded Reviews. Appreciate it very much. I have no J&D. I want the J&D Superman and Clark Kent. Christopher Reeve. That's a great piece. I will never give up getting it. It's my favorite Superman. We'll keep working at it then. Go get it. 100%. I'm trying to figure out what he was referring to. Yeah, the singular is all you need. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, Jonathan, there. Hi to everyone. Thank you for being here, Kenneth. Appreciate it very much. And again, welcome to the show, everybody. If you would do me a favor as we get started, there's a little like button right there. That does help us out tremendously. So I thank you very much for taking time to hit that button. And again, just thank you guys for hanging out with me. We got, looks like 71 people, 11 minutes in. And so thank you guys for unboxing this with me tonight. I'm really excited. And again, this has definitely been a pivot for me to go into the movie pieces. Clearly, I really like them on the back shelf. I'm really glad I did that. And I want to thank everybody that recommended that. It was kind of something I thought I would just have them on the bottom, on the shelves on the side, and that looks great. But at the end of the day, I really like the way that this is looking. It's separate, and still I can have the comic books and movie stuff kind of together. Obviously, I'm gonna have to make some tough choices, whether I'm going to keep the Blitzway or sell it. More than likely, I will probably sell it because, again, I like the idea of these bases all being the same. And also the fact that they're going to do a Michael Keaton and probably never do a Nicholson, but they are doing a DeVito Penguin. And of course, they are going to do a bank robber Joker. I got the Robert Pattinson. I've got the Catwoman and Batman Dark Knight. So I've kind of gone all in a little bit on J&D. I've definitely gone down that rabbit hole. I thought the Finch rabbit hole was bad, but clearly this one is just as bad because these are very pricey. But there's a lot of great quality to these, and they can't really be appreciated unless you see them in person. That's not to say that any of the other movie pieces are less than at all, because they're all great. All the Blitzway pieces I've had have been great. Prime One pieces, great. J&D pieces so far, maybe this one will be the exception. I don't know. But let's just get going to it. So anyway, Just Watching says, all right, here we go. Got to say like the Joker, like, here we go. So again, the box itself was not damaged. The outside of my box, the shipper, clearly, for those of you that saw it, if you're just joining me, you can go back and look at the photo I posted. But yeah, just a nice, beautiful black box. 1/3 scale J&D movie statue. Again, this is from Batman Returns, which is my favorite Batman movie. And let's get to unboxing and see. Fingers crossed, guys. This could be a train wreck. We'll see. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll go okay. Here we go. All right, we got the certificate. All right, so this one is, there's only 300 of these made, and this one is 195. So, Jonathan, I don't know what your number was. I don't know if this one's close to yours or not, but this one's 195. Hey, Henry, appreciate you being here. Thanks for being here from the Philippines. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, Catwoman Unboxing. Yeah, Batman Returns, Catwoman, my favorite. Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate that very much. Jado, hopefully I said your name right. Number 210. Okay, so maybe, I don't know. I don't know if we got the same batch. I don't know. We're gonna find out. These are nice. I don't. What do people do with these? Do they put them somewhere? Do they display them? Mine have just gone back in the box. See a crease on the certificate? Yeah. There's no crease. No crease. We're doing okay. The certificate's looking good. I appreciate it, Jeff. Thank you. All right, here we go. Got the nice straps, which are nice. Okay. Yeah, gone are the days of tape. Thank God. Okay. Got the upper tray with Catwoman in it. Put that right there. Okay. We got the nice silk cloth. Okay. All right. Here is the base. Right here, it's got that nice snow effect. And it looks like I'm okay. Looks like it's kind of like maybe a little bit more of a matte black. But I think we're okay here. Let me look. I've just had my fingerprints on it. Let me see. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I probably should have wore gloves, but the base is looking okay. I got really bright light on it. So that's maybe a really good sign. You can see the Batman Returns there. Yeah, definitely a fingerprint magnet. Yeah, I was going to say it's just that material. But the base is nice and solid, nice and heavy. Yeah, the paint looks okay on this list so far, which is maybe a good sign. I don't see any fingerprints, but yeah, I should probably wear gloves. Now comes the body part here. Or no, we got to do maybe the back first. We got all of the little pillars. Oh, and they're even numbered. They're numbered on there. That's nice. 1, 2. 3, 4. Okay, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I'm assuming one, two, 3, 4, and 5. Paint looks okay here, guys. Okay, we got the pillars. Paint's looking okay here. Got the snow effect with the looks like a couple of magnets for the cat, which is great. Yeah, I've got 99 people watching. Thanks for being here, guys. Thank you very much. Hit that like button, please. Thank you, guys. Okay, let's see. This is that went, yeah, that's better. So I was struggling a little bit trying to get the top to match. So I just lifted it all up and I had all of these magnetized first and then put it in the base. So that might be easier for some of you to do that. But I like it. I know some people have said that they don't really care for the back. I like it. I think it's cool. How does the snow look? Yellow? No, it's white. It's definitely white. I've really dug what they've done with the bases. I really like the Pattinson with the water effect. But this is a nice looking snow. I think it's nicer than obviously like the old Prime 1 Freeze. But that it's nice. Thanks Mike for being here. Thank you. Are all of their bases now matte instead of the usual glossy moving forward? So that's the thing is like the Dark Knight's really glossy. This one, that one I think is more of like a less gloss. This one is it's got a gloss to it, but it feels like it's a little bit more matte. John, if you're still here, yeah, he's Everyday Collector. Is yours matte? More matte? Just say no to the yellow snow. Yes, absolutely. I just love the base. Great story base. I heard J&D changed it and made it better. Oh, okay. That's cool. Hello, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and thank you very much, Mike, for smashing it. Thank you guys for being here. We're all here to see Chris. We're all here to see you, Chris, but also that live J&D Studios unboxing. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah, if you guys are just tuning in to see me, that's fantastic. I don't have no idea why, but thank you very much. Yeah, I agree with John here. Like it's one of those things where the other ones, some of them I don't know. It's like I call it like the stripper pole Harley, you know, the one with where she's like dancing. That one's got kind of an interesting back base to it, but most of them have just kind of this black simple base. So I like that it's got the little pillars. I think it adds a little something to it. And obviously I'm getting ready to put the cat on, so I think that makes it a lot of fun. The railing's a must. Okay. Did you see the cat prints in the snow? I didn't. Oh yeah, that's really cool. I see him right there. Oh yeah, it's real. It's yeah, it's. Look, can you hear me guys now? I have no idea. I somehow muted my mic, so I have no idea how long I had my mic muted. But anyway, what I was trying to say is thank you very much. I don't know if I would have seen that paw print in here if you hadn't said that. So thank you very much. That's awesome. That's a nice touch. It's nice. Yeah, hopefully I wasn't muted for very long. I'm sorry, guys. My Superman is glossy. Same, yes. Okay, so a matte base. Hey, Vision. Evening, everyone. Thank you again for being here, guys. We have over 100 people right now. Thank you so very much. Its movie accurate head had a thing about it being too small, the fence. Okay. Evening, everyone. Alan Kiefer in the house. Good to see you, Alan. Good evening. You're muted. Okay. So now it's okay. Okay. So that hopefully that wasn't long. It looks like maybe just a couple seconds here. Hey, Chris. Hope for a perfect unboxing. Me too. Same, a collector mentioned the print to me also. That's great. I was going to say it's collectors helping collectors, right? Yeah, I really don't think I would have ever noticed that had you not said it. But I think the base looks really great overall. I don't see any blemishes, unfortunately, that John's seen. And hopefully they've already gotten back to you and are sending a base. Sound like the second Catwoman was good. So that's good. Sound was only out for a second. Okay, good. Thank you very much, Hank. I appreciate that. Although, you know, I have had collectors tell me, they're like, Chris, I love your reviews, but I just mute you and just watch the review. So maybe some of you don't care to hear what I have to say. I love little Easter eggs like that. I do too. It's a lot of fun. It just shows a lot of creative thought, you know, that was put into it. Stanley says my sound is weird now. Do you guys think it sounds weird? Sometimes if I just move the mic around, sometimes it just kind of screws things up. So anyway, hope it's not too weird sounding. Let me know in the comments. Okay, we'll keep going. Okay. So cat looks good. Whiskers are all intact. Fur looks phenomenal. Wow, the fur, it actually somehow looks real. I don't know how they did that. Man, that is incredible. I do have a little bit of a scuff. Can you guys see that little, it's like a white scuff right there. It looks like the paint was chipped off of there or something. It's not a giant thing, but it is a scuff right there. But man, the cat is excellent. I don't know how they did this, but it actually looks like fur. And I know it's not going to translate on camera, but it really does look, to me, it looks like it's real fur. Like it looks like if you touch it, it would be soft. That's incredible sculpting. Absolutely incredible sculpting. Sounds better now. Sounds good to me. Okay, good. We had a black cat, and yes, it looks real. It's really amazing. I'm blown away by the freaking cat. That's pretty great. That's really great. Man, that's awesome. Okay, so it's got a magnet, and it's even got like a paw pad on the back of his foot. It's a nice touch. All right, so nice strong magnet there holding it on, which is really great. Hank says, made out of 100% real cat. That's right. I'm very disappointed in that Dancer Harley Quinn base. It's unnecessarily oversized, and the monkey bar pole setup makes the entire piece look cheap. That's the problem with it to me. I would love for them just to do that same thing with maybe just like a pole behind her in the chains or whatever, because I like her. I like the pose, and I would actually consider getting her, but the base is so much bigger than this base that I just think it would look a little awkward in the collection. So anyway, I am very, I don't know, I'm very maybe disappointed in the base too, but I think the statue itself looks great, and I think it looks way more like Margot Robbie than the original release did. I think the first one I just don't care for. It's got the big chompers. I just don't feel like it's as good as the newer one. But the newer one should be better, right? Just like I think hopefully the new Joker will be better than their original release. I wasn't a giant fan of that one. But again, I've never seen it in person. So again, it's really difficult for me to say. But anyway, all right. So now we're going to get to the body. I'm a little nervous about the body. Here we go. Drum roll, please. So I do not see any issues at all on the paint. Everything looks clean. I don't see any smudges. I don't see anything that appeared to be wet or any of that stuff. I'm just looking at the details of the suit. I love the way the corset pulls and the way that the vinyl-y stuff pulls on her hips. Yeah, that's nice. I feel like this is more accurate than the Blitzway in terms of her actual body, the way Michelle Pfeiffer's body is. But yeah, this is okay. This is okay. Okay. So far, so good. Let's go get a hand. All right. So this hand does have a break. And it looks like it's her pointer finger. This was in the bottom of the box. It's just a little teeny tiny piece. I don't know if you guys could even see that. But yeah, that's a break on that. These are definitely plastic. They look really good though. And the glove looks really nice. So yeah, I just have a break on that finger. Hopefully, I don't know. I wonder do you think they'll send me another hand? Or offer me a $50 credit like they did to John for his completely totaled statue. Yeah, I agree. I think that these absolutely should be die cast. For the price you pay, these should be die cast. But these are definitely a plastic material. Darn. Well, it's like I said, it's just one finger. Watching says they will fix it. They will fix everything. Okay. All right. So that's okay. That's all right. I'm sure they'll send you another hand. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. These things happen. I'm not worried. I think that they will absolutely, hopefully, maybe send me another hand. Hopefully it'll fit. That's the only issue is sometimes they don't fit. But yeah, it's all right. Yeah, maybe they'll send me another one or maybe a credit. I don't know, but it's so small. I don't know if glue will do it, but I can certainly try it. But yeah, I would love to have one that's not broken, but the figure itself is fine so far. And yeah, I got one break. We'll check the other hand and see what we got. John says, yeah, common issue that stinks. Small dap of glue. Appreciate it. Oh, sure, the nails were metal. They were said these are not metal. Yeah, they're not metal. I wish they were. They should have been metal. They should have been metal. Have your stream on my TV again. Better experience. Only use my phone to comment and like mostly. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Almost every single person I've seen received a broken finger. Have they all been the same finger, or have they been different fingers? Now I want to know. Ouch! If you have a contact over there, that will help a lot. I don't even know. I don't know who to contact. They should have a better way to protect those smaller pieces from damage. J&D rushed this piece. I rather a company take the time to get it right. It's probably going to get dinged again for import taxes. Oh, that'd be great. J&D needs to learn a lot from this release, and I think they will. I think there's enough people buying J&D. They sell out. There's enough YouTubers that are reviewing these pieces. Obviously giving them exposure, but also then sometimes there are issues that need to be taken care of. So I think hopefully every release is a learning experience. And like I've said for a long time, I feel like J&D continues to get better, but I haven't seen as many issues with a piece than this one, and it's just it's a shame. But I know that they had factory issues and they were delayed and stuff, so I'm sure that they felt the pressure to get this out quicker. But maybe sometimes things like this happens when it gets out quicker, so I don't know. But again, it's just the pointer finger, and I haven't checked the other one yet. But so really strong magnet. Anytime. Maybe she was pushing the brown button on the cat. Damn, that's a bummer. I was really excited for the nails being die cast. Yeah, it's definitely not die cast. Again, they should have been die cast. I really agree with that. Let's go check the other hand. Let's see if I'm as lucky. We'll see. This one is perfectly intact. All the fingers all look good. So far we're doing okay here. And Jonathan mentioned maybe the thumb comes off. It does, Jonathan, it doesn't look like my thumb comes off. Did yours come off? Now this one did. That one, the thumb comes off. The Anne Hathaway one. But John had maybe mentioned to me that maybe this thumb comes off, but it does not look like it. No, it doesn't. This doesn't come off. It's the other hand. This is the one with the whip, though. Why would the other hand come off? No, this is the whip hand. Yeah, neither one of my thumbs come off. So that's the whip hand right there. It's her right hand. Why would her? Yeah, her right hand. So it would have been that hand, but my thumb does not come off. Did yours come off? The thumb has to come off. It's magnetic. I mean, it's casted on there. It is not, that is not going to budge. The magnet might be very strong. Right thumb comes off. There it did. Okay. It's just a very, I'm really glad I didn't break it. But yeah, it's a very strong magnet. So yeah, Jonathan's right. My bad. They use those rare earth magnets. Yes, they do. So I'm sorry. That's my bad. So yes. Okay. Let me go get the whip. We could test out the thumb. So the thumb, I mean the the thumb, the whip is like a real whip, and it looks, yeah, it looks like it's posable. Okay, so and it's got this little whip at the end. So I'm going to test out that thumb now. Something kind of like that with the whip, maybe. Okay, I take my thumbs off at bedtime along with my teeth. There you go. Yeah, it's looking really good so far. I'm really impressed. But again, those claws should have been metal. They really should have been. Really should have been. I wish there was a way to use the unmasked Michelle Pfeiffer head as a swap out. That's the number one thing I want in a Michelle Pfeiffer statue is I want the battle damaged. If she rips off her head or her mask and her hair's all crazy, her makeup smeared, that's the one I want. I think that's the one everybody wants. NECA did one like that, which is like a toy version. It's fantastic. That is what I want. I want that so bad. But anyway, let's get to the portrait. This is lovely. I don't see any issues with the head either. So, I mean, I got a good one as far as the statue itself. Obviously, the claws have an issue. This portrait is beautiful. The camera's not going to do it justice at all. Let me see if I can. Really beautiful. Again, I really feel like the Blitzway does a phenomenal job as well. But I really do think that they captured her. And obviously, again, I've said it before with these J&E pieces, they look better in person. I can't really say why. The silicone doesn't always just translate, but it does look like her to me. Skin is definitely very real. It has a really nice red, hue to it. It feels like there's blood in there. There's life. Yeah. Yeah, the glass eyes. Yeah, John's right here. The blue eyes, they've got like the shimmer to them. It's got kind of a smirk. It's not maybe as much of a smirk as the Blitzway piece. Aaron says it does translate well on video. It's just crazy that if you think it looks good here, you're going to like it even better in person, I think. Let's see if I can get my head off camera again. But yeah, beautiful portrait. Yeah, this is really good. I mean, you could just meow. I mean, you could see it. But again, I say it all the time that likeness is subjective. So how you see an actor or an actress might be very different. There we go. Might be very different than how other people see it. But I think this portrait is gorgeous. I agree with John tremendously. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's beautiful. I think her likeness is incredibly close. I don't know if it's 100%, but it's just she looks so real. Yeah, I'm just gonna say like magnificent. That's the word that comes to mind. Yeah, her skin looks like she's real, like she's just walking right toward me. And I love the cat in the background and the whip. It's got like this nice flow to it. I like it. I think it's a winner. I do. I think it's a winner. Off the table, if you had to choose between this or the Blitzway, which one would you keep? And again, that is a great question because it is one that I am going to have to make. In buying this, I assume that I will be selling Blitzway. My friend Dan has expressed interest in getting this one. He may end up passing. I don't know. But this piece, again, to me is outstanding. It's very similar in pose. I do like the Blitzways. I like that her head's kind of looking back over her shoulder a little bit. I kind of like that. This one's a little bit more straight on. But at the end of the day, I think it's going to be close to a wash for how I feel about the Catwoman because I think that they're both really good. I love the base on the Blitzway piece. And I am going to do a side-by-side for you guys. I'm going to review her, and then I'm going to do a side-by-side video, just like I did with the Robert Pattinson. I ended up selling the Blitzway piece. My son Ledger preferred the Blitzway piece, but I ended up with the J&D, and I like it because for me, it looked more realistic. And I also really like the idea, like I said at the beginning, of all the bases matching. And knowing that I'm going to have a Bane and maybe a couple more Jokers that are all going to be J&D. And then also they did announce the Danny DeVito Penguin. And if they freaking do a Batman Return suit, the idea of the three of them together with the same base, I really like that. So if I had to choose right now, just based on that information, I would keep this one. Even though it is going to be difficult for me to sell the Blitzway, I don't need two of them. I don't need two. I mean, they're practically identical in terms of pose. Very, very similar. The only difference is the Blitzway is her torso's tilted a little bit. Obviously, her portrait's going to be a little different, obviously. But I think that I would, at the end of the day, for sure keep this one, even though it's going to be really difficult for me to sell the Blitzway piece. All my J&D pieces look amazing in hand. I just take terrible photos, so my camera still skills have never has them justice. I am going to try to take some good photos here while I have some light, and hopefully you guys will be able to see how I'll probably film the video tonight. Also the review. It'll probably be up on the channel tomorrow. So definitely check that out. Also, we have Rogues Gallery Live tomorrow. So I had asked Chad to come on the show. And he had said, give me 2 weeks. And I gave him 2 weeks. And he is still not ready to come on, which is disappointing because I know a lot of collectors are really wanting some answers. He has said that they're going to be putting out a newsletter sometime this week to address a lot of the questions. there's a lot of frustration right now. So unfortunately, Chad will not be coming on tomorrow. Hopefully we will be able to get him on sometime, but hopefully people's answers will be answered in the newsletter. But I am disappointed that we couldn't get him on. Looks great, even better than the J&D Hathaway. I agree. Can you do a side-by-side review of both Catwoman? So you're talking about the Blitzway and the J&D. Yes, I'm absolutely going to do that. So the Nicholson deal is, you've heard these astronomical prices that Nicholson's asking, and that's why he hasn't been done other than a Hot Toys. I had heard rumors about like they had to pay $1 million to get the likeness of Nicholson. I don't know whether that's true or not. It's just a long-going rumor for years. I would assume that there's some truth to that, but you haven't seen any likeness since Hot Toys. And they did the Jester, Uncle Bing. What is it? Uncle Bingo? Bingo? I can't remember what he called himself. But anyway, those are the two that they did. And I personally think that we will not see a Nicholson Joker until he passes. That's just speculation on my part. I think there's a chance that his family would want to, bring in extra income at that point. And I think that if that's the case, the likeness or the license will go freaking nuts because everybody's going to want to jump on board. But man, it would be a dream come true to have a Nicholson in this scale, or any scale for that matter. Thanks, Mike. Thank you very much. And again, I hope you get a base soon. Keep us posted, okay? Keep us posted. Chris, how is the polished finish of the black sub base? I've seen people mentioning there's a difference of how it's polished and shiny it is compared to previous releases. I feel like it's more matte. To me, it feels like it's more of a matte black, not shiny. I mean, depending on the way the light hits it, but to me personally, I find it a little bit more matte, like matte black. Yeah, it just seems different. Yeah. Again, hopefully Tweeterhead will address some of it this week. I know he plans to. Like I said, I'm just disappointed that we couldn't get him on this week, but he's just not ready to come on. They just put out one, but doesn't give a lot. Oh, is it just tonight? Did he just put out the newsletter tonight? Oh, okay. I haven't had a chance to see it. Hopefully they address some issues then, I hope. Yeah, he is. I mean, that's the thing is, he's a tough old cookie. And thank you. The mime Joker. Thank you. And I really liked that one too, which was great. But yeah, he's still cooking, and I don't know if that'll change once he passes, but I think that's the only thing that's going to change, because clearly his asking price is either too much or not allowed at all. Doesn't sound good. Yikes. There has been some customs. Okay, congratulations, Scott. I think you're really going to love it. Yes, for sure. J&D pieces I'm eyeballing. Danny DeVito Penguin, Michael Keaton Batman if they do him, which they sounds like they are going to. I'm very interested in the Jack Sparrow, which he would not land in this room most likely, but him and Davy Jones, Barbosa, if they do him, I would be instantly interested. I'll have to see if I like the likeness, but as I've said, I feel like J&D continues to get better. Obviously, this one's had some issues. I clearly had an issue with mine with the little claw broken off, but it is what it is. And I think the J&D continues to get better, and I would love to see more pieces from the Batman. I would love to see a Penguin, from at least a Penguin. Riddler, Catwoman, I could take or leave, but I think a Penguin would be really cool. I would probably really like a Riddler. I would love a new Heath Ledger, obviously, but I'm going to kind of stick with just the Batman stuff, other than this Jack Sparrow and David Jones. My favorite trilogy is the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy, so I love them. Tweeterhead acted like they weren't doing anything until the tariffs are over. Guess what? That may be 3.5 more years. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. I got to read it. I live in Norway. Got the mail that my Superman 1/3 Tweeterhead bust arriving in April and still hasn't got me to it. Yeah, that's a lot of delays. Hey, official Jerry King, I appreciate you being here. Chad used to come on the show to break out the good news. Lately, it's only been to address issues. Here's hoping for some good news on the next appearance. And that's the thing, is that I keep hoping that Tweeterhead catches a break. But it seems like there's just a lot that hasn't been going right. And that's the sad thing, because I believe in their company. I believe in the products they're putting out. Everything that I've ever received here in the cave, reviewed here in the cave, saw in person. I was at Jeff Delaney's this weekend and saw the Superman again. They're just great. They're just great. Can you do the Jack Sparrow impression? All right. Let's see. All right, we're going to go to Tortuga. We're not now. Man named Smith. No, Smith or Smith. I don't know. Now, we're going to go to Tortuga, and then we're going to go to plunge and plunder and whatever. I was just actually riding. I rode this week. I rode Pirates of the Caribbean, love, with Jeff Delaney, or Captain Jeff Delaney of the Secret Sanctuary. Sorry, that's the best I can do. Yeet. There we go. Tweeterhead did 85% of the shit to themselves. On that note, I think that's where I'm going to wrap up for today, guys. I cannot thank you enough for tuning in. We will talk, I'm sure, more about Tweeterhead tomorrow. And we've got lots of photos to look at, lots of things to talk about. I can't wait to talk about Man Bat with you guys. A lot of really great stuff that we saw, some news out of PCS. PCS is going to be on the show here really soon as well. Excited to have Aunt Adams on soon. A lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that I'm not ready to quite talk about yet, but a lot of good things happening here on the Batman Statue Collector channel. And again, going back, it was fun visiting Jeff. Got to tour the Secret Sanctuary, and that video will be up this weekend. I'm probably going to put it up for members now. If you're a member and want early access, hit the join button down below if you want to see that video right now. Otherwise, you'll have to wait till this weekend. But it was a blast and very surreal to finally step in the sanctuary. I've been at Dan's house. I've been at Jeff's house now. And it's been, Dan's been to my house. It's really cool to be able to connect with these guys that have been my friends for a long time through this platform. Just like so many of you are my friends through this platform, and to be able to tour the sanctuary was really awesome. So I want to thank Jeff for going to pick me up at my hotel and bringing me down there to his house and spending a little bit of time. We walked along the beach, which was really nice, and spent some time at Disneyland, had some lunch together. It was a great time. So anyway, very, very fun piece. So excited that she's here. And again, please watch tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow I'll have the review ready for you guys. And please tune in for Rogues Gallery Live tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, same time as this. I can't thank you guys enough. And again, I'm really impressed. Metal Claws would have been cool, J&D. And I've obviously got to get a replacement hand. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit a like on your way out. And we'll see you tomorrow night for Rogues Gallery Live. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Good night, folks.